Hi scientists, I'm Scientist Mia, and today we are creating our very own snowball launcher. Now before we jump into this lab, let's go ahead and talk about the science behind the lab. In this lab, there are two different types of energies. The first one is potential energy, and this happens when you pull back the rubber band and the pencils on your snowball launcher. Potential energy is also known as stored energy. When you let go of the rubber bands and the pencil, this is kinetic energy, which means moving energy. Now, have any of you scientists ever used a bow and arrow? Bow and arrows use the same two energies. When you pull back on the string on the bow and arrow, it's potential energy, which is stored energy. And when you let it go, there's kinetic energy, which is moving energy. Now, the sport of using a bow and arrow is called archery. And did you know that archery is one of the oldest sports in the world? We interviewed our friends over at Michiana Archery to learn about what they do and how you can get involved at their South Bend location. Make sure that you check out that interview over on our YouTube channel, and we are now ready to create our snowball launcher.
Hi scientists!
I'm Scientist Mia.
And I'm Scientist Lauren.
And today we are going to be building our very own snowball launcher.
So grab your lab and let's get started.
For today's lab, you will need 2 toilet paper tubes, 1 tape sheet, 2 rubber bands, 1 pencil, 2 styrofoam balls, your markers, and then what you'll need to grab on your own is a pair of scissors.
You'll also want to grab your Welch box. We'll be using this later. Now, pick one of your tubes and decorate it with the markers.
For our next step, you're going to take the toilet paper tube that you haven't decorated and you're going to cut a line straight down the middle.
First, we're going to take our tape sheet and cut it in half. Then, we're going to take our tube and we're going to squeeze it to make it smaller. Then, take your tape sheet and remove the yellow backing. Tape your tube together.
For our next step, you are going to take the pencil and you are going to stab a hole through the top of your toilet paper tube that you just wrapped the tape sheet around. And you want to make sure that the hole goes through both sides. Now this can be super tricky, so please be careful and feel free to ask for help. It should look something like this when you're done.
Now, take your decorated tube and cut 2 slits at the top. Then, across, cut 2 more slits.
Now you are going to take one of your rubber bands and you are going to thread it through one side of your toilet paper tube where you just cut, and then you're going to take your second rubber band and you're going to thread it through the other side. It should look something like this.
Now you're going to cut your tape sheet into 2 pieces that look like this. Peel off the yellow backing and place it on top of 1 slit. Now do the same to the other side.
Now we are ready to put our snowball launcher together. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the first tube that we made, which has the pencil through it, and you are going to place it into the second tube. Now make sure that your rubber bands are at the top of your second tube. Now you are going to wrap the rubber bands around each side of the pencil and make sure that you wrap it around twice.
Scientist Mia, I feel like I should wrap it around 3 times.
Scientists, if your rubber band is too loose, feel free to wrap it around as many times as you need to, but don't make it too tight.
Now, grab one of your snowballs and place it in your launcher. To use your launcher, pull back on the pencil and let go.
Oh, that's awesome!
I know, Scientist Mia.
But I really wish we had a target or something that we could use.
Well, Scientist Mia, we do.
Go ahead and grab your Welch box and we are about to play a quick video to show you how to make it. Now that you have made your Welch box, you can go ahead and decorate it however you would like to. You can also decorate it like a game. We hope you had so much fun doing today's lab with us.
And we can't wait to see you next time.
Happy launching! Bye, scientists! We want to give a huge thank you to all of our sponsors who make Ethos in a Bag possible. We would also like to give a big thank you to all of you who decided to do this lab with us today. We hope you had so much fun, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.